Mobile police say passengers in the car told them Moore put the gun in his waistband after the traffic stop before he was told to get out of the car. But one of the young men in that car says that is not what he told police. News 5's Alan Carter has more in an interview you will see only on News 5.
Well, Roseanne, there have been many differing accounts of what happened before, during, and after the shooting of Michael Moore. And granted, each person can only say what they saw themselves. But tonight we are getting our closest account yet from someone who was inside that car with Michael Moore. For the past week, it's been weighing heavy on Robert Blackmon.
It's been hard. I mean, I ain't think that was gonna happen to me just sitting in that car personally. I ain't want the situation to happen. I couldn't do nothing about the situation.
Blackmon was in the car last Monday, driven by Michael Moore. This video shows them hanging out with friends. You can see Blackmon manning the camera. The video just hours before they'd be pulled over and Moore shot and killed following a confrontation with a Mobile police officer.
I don't know what was going through the officer's mind at the time. I don't know what was going on through Mike's mind at the time. I can't speak on neither one of them.
The first half of events, according to Blackmon, match up directly with the information released by police. Their Lexus was pulled over. That's when Blackmon says Moore told him for the first time the car was stolen.
I actually don't know where he got the car from. I don't know the story about the car. I don't know the story about the gun. I don't know the story about all the stolen goods. I was just in the car with Mike that day.
But maybe most importantly, Blackmon confirms definitively his friend was armed.
The gun was on Mike. Mike had a gun. Mike had a gun.
It's when Moore is ordered out of the car that his story deviates from police, claiming Moore didn't consciously arm himself. Police said that you guys in the car said that y'all saw Mike pull the gun from in between the seat and the middle part, put it on himself, and then get out the car.
No.
That's what police said that you guys said.
I ain't say that. He had the gun on him. He had it on him.
And says while Mike had the gun in his waistband, he never reached for it.
He's turned Mike all the way around and made him place his hands on top of the car. Mike flinched because he turned around and seen the gun at the police officer pointing the gun to him, and he bagged up with his hands up. You feel me? He bagged up with his hands up. And the officer was telling him, he was like, get on the ground, get on the ground. But he ain't never give Mike enough time to get on the ground. He went from get on the ground to pop, 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 pop.
And it all happened so fast. Blackmon was sitting in the back seat behind another friend while everything was going on outside. But what he says he saw was his friend's hands up holding a cell phone.
Mike's hands was up. His phone in his right hand, gun on the right side. So how could Mike, you feel me? And then on top of that, why would he reach for his gun and try to pull out his gun on an officer, a police officer?
Ultimately, Blackmon feels his friend should still be alive.
I'm not putting it like I'm telling on Mike or nothing like that. I'm trying to get justice for Mike. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm just putting his name out there like I'm throwing salt on him. I'm trying to keep it as real as I can, and all that's as real as I'm gonna get. You can get it from me.
And of course, the two who really know the truth of what happened are Moore and Officer Hurst. Moore is deceased, and Hurst gave the account that he saw Moore motion toward that weapon. It's important to note that this is still being investigated by multiple agencies, and it'll take some time, weeks, even months, for the investigation to be completed and to see if all witnesses reveal the true facts in this case. You can watch that entire interview with Robert Blackmon on our website, WKRG.com. Live in the studio, Alan Carter, News 5.